Thank you. Thank you. I enjoyed your concert so much. Now I can retire fulfilled.
Glad to have been of service. I believe you have a file for me.
Of course, of course. Here it is. Dana Rose, just like you asked.
Thanks. At last! Oh, no address here. Oh, this is definitely Dana's file. Now, the address. Dana's home address in 1937. A detached house, it seems. Number 20, Brücke del Nebel. The Bridge of Mists, huh?
Found what you were looking for?
I think so. Well, thank you. And goodbye.
No, thank you, Fraulein. I never thought I'd see another concert before I left this place. It won't stop the Academy from closing. But at least, thanks to you, the automatons will have given the most beautiful swan song. I thank you, Fraulein. From the bottom of my heart.
I say, this is a very way of traveling, Kate Walker.
I know, Oscar. I promise I'll let you out as soon as possible, okay? Okay, Oscar. Now we have to find Dana's old house.
Do you recall the number, Kate Walker?
According to her registration form from the Music Academy, it was number 20. The bridge is exactly the same as it was back in the 1930s. Except that it's cleaner. It looks almost new, as if it had been renovated. A book about Vaughan's history during the war. Maybe it could be useful later. A book about Vaughan's history during the war. Maybe it could be useful later. There's number 20. Dana's old house. Souvenirs here look more upmarket than the ones I've seen elsewhere.
Guten Tag, Fräulein.
All our gifts are handmade by craftsmen in Vagen. More gifts. I would have preferred it to still be full of paintings, I think. Made in Vagen.
On holiday in the region, Fraulein?
Just passing through.
Well, welcome to my little gift shop. Frau Heigl at your service. I noticed you were looking at a souvenir, Fraulein.
Yes, you have a wonderful choice here, Frau Heigl. Your shop is beautiful.
Thank you. All our souvenirs here are pieces of craftsmanship, as we like to say. All by local craftsmen. Do you wish to buy the souvenir, Fraulein?
Well, I'm actually looking for someone, not something. Someone who used to live in this house, and I was wondering if you could help.
Well, there were quite a few owners before I bought the shop last autumn, so I can't really...
So her name was Dana Rose. She lived here before the war. I was hoping to find some kind of trace of her here, so I could continue my search.
I see. Well, I have heard of the Roses, but I can't say if there's anything left of them inside the house.
But don't you live here?
No, my husband and I live in the suburbs. You see, the bridge was sacked just before the war, during the pogrom against the Vagrants. Oh, truly awful events. And then the neighbourhood was bombed, just after the war during the liberation. And many of the houses were damaged, including this one. They were hastily renovated after the war, but they remain mostly derelict.
You mentioned a pogrom against this neighborhood's vagrant community. Can you tell me more?
As much as anyone who knows anything about Vagen, I guess. It happened in 1938, if I recall correctly. A few months after Austria and Ostertal were annexed by the Brown Shadow.
What happened?
Well, the Brown Shadow organised riots against Vagrants on false pretexts. It led to pogroms throughout all the annexed countries, including this house.
Were the Roses home when it all happened?
Like I said, Fraulein, I don't know, but I hope not.
Well, it doesn't look like the house was damaged from what I can see. Your shop is charming, and so is the rest of the district.
Thank you. That's because after the initial renovation, the council financed major rehabilitation work on the facades. But if the truth be told, they left the proprietors to foot the bill for our interiors. That's why my husband and I had to spend all our savings so that the shop interior shows the same high standard that we demand of our suppliers.
That's a shame.
Yes, and if the council persists in refusing to help fund the renovation works, There won't be any residents left on the bridge, let alone independent quality stores like mine. There'll be nothing left but bland franchise stores, like the one further along the bridge or on the musical square.
So between the pogrom, the bombing, and the whole house being renovated, there's little chance of me finding any trace of the roses.
It's not quite like that. To be honest, we didn't have the funds to renovate the rest of the house, so we used the upper floors for storing.
Really?
And now that you mention it, I do recall coming across old photographs from before the war, here and there in the house. The successive owners didn't want to throw them out, and I suppose they must have left them there.
Would you mind if I went upstairs to take a look? Unless you would kindly bring the photos down yourself.
Well, I can hardly leave the shop unattended while I go... I don't even know you, Fräulein.
I see. In that case, would you mind if I had a look upstairs myself?
Don't take it personally, Fräulein, but I don't know you enough to trust you. I'm very sorry. Now, if you'll excuse me, Fräulein, I have a customer.
I conjecture that you were inefficient in trying to persuade the shopkeeper, Kate Walker. How are you going to access the upper floors now?
I don't know, Oscar. By getting creative, I guess.
I conclude I can trust you on that score, Kate Walker?
Looks like the residents on the bridge are pretty mad at the town council.
抗議ポスター。バゲンのすべての住人と商人に告ぐ。我らの霧の橋を外からも中からも。愛してる我々は、下記の霧の橋の福祉委員であり、ここにバゲンを博物館の町とする。という議会のポリシーに反対することを示す。どのようにして行うのか、公共の資金の各自の外観の修復のために分配して低コストのチェーン店をできるだけたくさん呼び込むことで成し遂げる。ここの不公平なポリシーは、家の所有者、我らの誇る高品質なお店の数々、そして職人と霧の橋地区の女性たちの損害に対するものである。どうしてこれを行うのか。霧の橋地区の不動産所有者は非常に不健康な状態で働き、生活をしなければならず、内装の修復をも含めた公平な資金援助プログラムを設定するよう提案したが、幾度も断られたからである。もし議会がこのような不公平なポリシーを続けるのであれば、この霧の橋地区に残る住人はいなくなるだろう。残されるのは可愛らしいファサード、フォローシェルと安い土産屋だけだ。次のアクションは、彼らのコミュニティのスピリットとバゲンの職人によって作られた高品質な品を売る独立系のショップを維持するため、バゲン人を一番に考えた内装を含む資金援助プログラムを早急に作るよう議会に提案する。霧の橋地区の内装修復のために与えられた唯一の資金援助は第二次世界大戦の直後に遡ることに注意。それはバゲン解放の際に橋が部分的に破壊された後、急ピッチで行われた。今日、橋の上のほとんどの建物は人間が住むのに適していない。私たちの歴史的な建物の内装修復資金のため、私たちの活動にぜひ参加を求む。11月21日月曜日午前10時、議会にて集合。我らのコミュニティを安全で美しく保とう。住民と商人による霧の橋福祉委員ご連絡、またはアンジェラ・ヒゲルの番号 05124-089711 まで。 どっち行ったらいいかわからないですね、このカメラワークだと。嵐の渓谷。バゲンのすべての住民へ。今日の夕方から夜にかけて街全体を大型の嵐が通過する予定です。自治体は皆さんにシャッターをしっかりと閉め、家にいることをお勧めし、外出の予定はすべてキャンセルまたは延期することを推奨します。文化的活動や屋外活動、特にドンブレ川やそれを囲む山における活動は、24時間の間もしくはそれ以上の間、自治体権限により禁止されます。バゲン自治体観光部文化競争課。
Protests in the neighborhood and a big storm coming tonight. I sure wouldn't want to be in the mayor's shoes right now. Anyway, I'd better focus back on Dana. It's no longer an art gallery at any rate. Looks like it's been turned into another shop for tourists. So this is where Dana grew up. I wonder if she'd recognize the town of her childhood today. I think she would. That is, if she's still alive. The musical square looks like it's turned into a tourist trap, whereas in the Bridge District, it seems like time stood still. It's quite eerie, really. Like if the neighborhood were artificially frozen in time.
裏口って裏ないじゃないですか。なんか色合いがすごく綺麗。橋の上に住んでるんだ。ここだ、ここ。階段がある。バルコニーがあったね、この上。店の2階。入る方法を見つける。 使うって何？
Kate Walker, are you intentionally trying to damage me?
Must have got it wrong.
何かが間違っている。何か使うのここで。
It's right in Frau Heigel's line of vision, too. I'm gonna have to draw her away if I want to sneak through that service door to the upper floors.
Sorry, but you'll have to wait your turn, Fraulein. Excuse me, I must just serve the gentleman.
何それ。
I need to find something to distract Frau Heigel.
You can use the vending machine near the souvenir shop, the one near the tramway stairway.
自動販売機？お金入れるんだ。が何これ。安いお土産。これのことなの？かわいいじゃない。
Whoa! That's one shrill version of the hymn of Wagen.
バゲンのせいか少なくともそれに近い。
One thing's for sure, this souvenir wasn't made in Wagen.
中国製じゃない？これプラスチックじゃないの
？One thing's for sure, this souvenir wasn't made in Wagen.
やだこれ。自動販売機だったの？全然動かない。
What's that awful noise? Excuse me, sir. Ah, there it is. How awful. That certainly doesn't belong in my shop. We don't sell such cheap and tacky items.
Great. I don't think Frau Heigel's noticed a thing.
Why don't you try to locate Dana Rose's room, Kate Walker? Then you can look for more clues about her.
Good idea. Let's just hope Frau Heigel won't come up.
わあ、部屋がいっぱいあるね。
It's been bricked up. Most likely during the post-war renovation works Frau Heigel spoke of.
「内側には行けれない」
Nothing of interest in here. A double bed, plenty of space. Must have been Dana's parents' bedroom. So where's Dana's room then? The number of rooms don't add up. Just what I needed.
屋根裏がありそう。
This photo shows the house partially destroyed. Must have been taken after the bombing that preceded the liberation of Wagen.
Lucky star.
More stock for the shop.
「在庫置き場になって」
Huh. The bedroom in the background of the portrait must be located in the attic. According to the light and the clock behind Dana, her room must face north. That's it, Oscar. I think I know where Dana's room is.
Enlighten me, Kate Walker.
Well, one of the photos shows a bedroom that's not on the second floor, right? And we know that the staircase was bricked up during the renovation and led to another floor. So that's got to be where we'll find Dana's missing bedroom.
It seems plausible, indeed.
It does. And if we're lucky, the room might be pretty much like Dana left it all those years ago, and potentially with clues to put us back on our track. I've just got to find a way to get to that third floor bedroom.
Seeing as you failed to create a positive bond with Frau Hegel, the next rational step would be to take a look outside the building, Kate Walker.
You're right, Oscar. Let's go and see. A family portrait. That must be Dana with her parents. dark in here. Hardly surprising with those windows boarded up. This is where Frau Heigl must take her breaks.
I'm sorry I couldn't help you, Fraulein. I hope you won't hold it against me.
あ、
Oscar, I need your this.
オスカー投げる？
Ah, that's better.
Looks like that fire escape staircase serves every floor of the house.
That is correct, Kate Walker. Perhaps you should find a way to use it.
Better try something else. So what do you think, Oscar?
I think I would have liked a body with longer front legs.
I was talking about the window up there. Must be Dana's room, right?
Oh, of course. There is a high probability that you are not wrong, Kate Walker.
Looks like the staircase serves every floor, including Dana's.
I conjecture that you are probably right, Kate Walker.
ケイトがひらがなになってた。っていうか、オスカーが俺っていうのがなんかすごく違和感がある。今まで私って言ってなかった？
Well, we can't get to the staircase from the first floor windows. The second floor windows will be of no use to reach the staircase.
Indeed, Kate Walker, all the windows you could have used are obstructed.
Looks like there's a mechanism up there to lower the ladder. That drain pipe leads to a ledge that leads to the staircase.
According to my calculations, the drain pipe will not hold you, Kate Walker, and Even if you were lighter, the ledge is too narrow for you to stand on.
Hey, are you trying to tell me something, Oscar?
Yes, you are too heavy and too wide, Kate Walker, for the ledge.
あんたが行
Gee,
くんで
thanks,
すよ。
Oscar.
オスカーしかいないでしょうよ。
So basically, it's not going to be easy to use the staircase to get to Dana's room.
There is no other way. Access is denied from inside the first and second floors, and the third floor stairwell is bricked up. The fire escape staircase is the only possibility, Kate Walker. But you cannot climb up the drain pipe because of your weight and size.
I heard you the first time, thanks.
You are welcome, Kate Walker. So, the only way up is by the fire escape staircase, and that means lowering the ladder from the first floor.
なんかオスカー俺って言ったり女言葉っぽくなったり。
Well, in that case, there's only one solution. As you're so light and slim, Oscar, you'll have to climb up the drain pipe and walk across the ledge for me. Then you just need to activate the mechanism to lower the steps so that heavy me can take the staircase route.
ああ、
I
モ
was
ラル
not
が。
made to climb up drain pipes, Kate Walker. I am a precision-made automaton.
Come on, Oscar. You saved the day more than once at Baranor. It must be second nature by now.
But how can I lower myself to scurrying like a rat?
Because you're a fine fellow and my faithful friend?
オスカー操作なの？
Kate Walker, help! I
こん
believe
中
I
入
am
る
stuck
の？
here.
ネトとオスカーを切り替えられますだって。マジで。進めないんですけど。
Stay calm, Oscar. I'm coming.
どういうこと？挟まってる。挟まってる。
Climbing like a common squirrel. This is a disgrace.
恥ずかしいわって。
Everything okay up there?
Yes, Kate Walker. I just need to... Ah!
Hang on tight, Oscar.
Oh, I am Kate Walker. Believe me, I am.
You gotta jump now, Oscar. Hurry! Well done, Oscar. Glad that you're safe and sound.
I guess that's one way of putting it, Kate Walker.
I'm also glad you haven't lost your positive attitude.
Phew. That useless body. Now I must find another way. And climbing up all over again.
Be careful there, Oscar.
何電車見てんの？
Oh dear, that can't be good. Oh dear. Now, Miss Pigeon. Madam Pigeon then, I beg your pardon. Now, Madam Pigeon, would you be so kind as to make way? I guess I'm going to need help here. Kate Walker, I'm going to need you again.
supposed to get rid of that pigeon? I can't throw it at the pigeon, but maybe I can use it some other way.
どうやって投げんの？ここ？
Kate Walker!
Sorry, Oscar.
Made our point, I guess. Now, maybe this body will be useful in the end.
ここさ、ボラルバーグの鍵があるんだよ。あ、よいしょっと。やったね、オスカー。オスカーの操作大変だった。
Locked, of course.
使うって何を？
Kate Walker, if I were meant to be used as a cannonball, I would have been given a fuse. This is highly irregular.
Tuck your head in, Oscar. 1,
If Hans Vorarlberg could see me now,
2,
how...
3.
Undignified! Oh my. Oh my.
便利な鉄の玉だね。
Really? Is this any way to treat an intelligent automaton? Really, if Mr. Vorarlberg could see me now...
He would say, "You've saved the day again, Oscar. You've exceeded all expectations by far." Okay, let's try and find out what became of... No doubt about it. This must have been Dana's room.